Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Beauty Beacons. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about Elsie Hodder, also known as Lily Elsie. Lily Elsie was a famous British actress in the Edwardian era, and she was absolutely famed for her beauty and her charm. People that saw her perform were absolutely enchanted with her, and she actually became one of the most photographed women from the Edwardian era. So she had been in musicals and plays since her childhood. She was a child star, but her real breakthrough was in 1907 when she became really popular and started to tour England with her plays and musicals. So like I mentioned, her beauty enchanted everybody that looked upon her, and her beauty was praised all throughout England and even in America, and she would receive lots of gifts from admirers and suitors, and she didn't particularly care about those, but hey, comes with fame. So since Lily Elsie was one of the most photographed women of the Edwardian era, we have a lot of photographic material of her, and I have to say she really is absolutely gorgeous. A total beauty and a real beauty beacon. So today I am going to try and recreate her look kind of a little bit. So I have a little bit of that Edwardian hat going on, but let's start with the makeup. So women in the Edwardian era still didn't really wear makeup. This is kind of the last period where makeup is slightly taboo, but Lily Elsie, of course, was an actress, and actresses had been wearing makeup for, centuries and centuries before this, because when you are performing on stage, it is important for people in the back of the audience to be able to see you and distinguish your facial features as well. It was okay for actresses to wear makeup, and many of these photos are promotional material for her plays and musicals, so she's wearing makeup in those as well. But it was very, very natural looking. So to start off this look, I'm going to apply some foundation on my skin to make it look flawless, and of course going for a light shade because we are definitely full on in the paler the better era. So then I'm going to apply some concealer to conceal my dark circles. We don't want any of those. And then before I powder this off, I'm going to take a matte red lipstick, and I'm going to use this as a rouge. So I'm going to pretty much just apply this with my fingers onto my cheeks and blend it out really well. And this is pretty much what they would have done in the Edwardian era as well. So I'm going to apply this on the apples of my cheeks and blend it out really well so that it kind of, blends in with my skin. Okay, so now that my blush is on, I am ready to powder everything off with a good layer of powder to make sure that everything is set and doesn't go anywhere. And then it's time to work on the eyebrows. Lily Elsie has amazing eyebrows. They are all natural, really thick and dark and just gorgeous, so I'm going to try and simulate those. I'm going to take an eyeshadow powder in the color of my own natural eyebrows, and I'm going to make my eyebrows straight. So I'm pretty much just going to straighten them out, and this is also going to make them a lot thicker than they are normally. So for eyeshadow, it is kind of hard to see in the pictures because they are black and white if she's wearing a colored eyeshadow or just neutral tones or nothing at all. So I am going to take a guess here and go for brown. Although she might have been wearing blue on her eyes, I want to go for a little bit of a natural look. So I'm going to apply a brown eyeshadow into my crease just to give this a little bit more depth and dimension, and also simulate her eye shape maybe a little bit more. So blend this out really well. And then I'm moving on to the lips. So I'm going to take that same matte red lipstick, and I am going to actually just very gently tap this on my lips. I'm not going to apply a full layer of this lipstick because it's a little bit too dark, and I'm kind of just going for more of a stained look. So I'm just tapping the lipstick onto my lips very gently, and then I'm going to take a little lip brush and use this to blend everything together nicely to make it one even color. And I'm making sure to really accentuate that beautiful cupid's bow shape that she has. That was absolutely enchanting. So I'm trying to simulate that. So paying a little bit of extra attention to a beautiful round cupid's bow. And then the final thing there's left to do is mascara. She had beautiful dark eyelashes. So I'm just going to apply a good coat of mascara on my top lashes and a very thin coat on my lower lashes. So for the hair, this looks more complicated than it is. I am just going to start by spraying my hair with a heat protector because we are going to curl it, of course. And then I'm going in with a relatively small curling iron, and I'm going to curl all my hair and pin every curl up to my head to allow it to cool down in this coiled up shape. And I'm already curling this in a middle parting because I want this to really be enforced. So I'm going to wait for my curls to cool down for a couple of minutes, and when they have cooled down, it's time to take out the bobby pins and release the curls. Then I'm just going to comb through them with my fingers very gently to create a kind of big fluffy effect. Edwardian era hair is all about the volume. Volume, but still natural looking, nothing of the 18th century stuff. Just try and make this as big as possible. She would have probably worn hair extensions as most women in the Edwardian era, but we're going to try and do this with our own hair, so just fluff these curls out. So then I'm going to make that kind of curtainy fringe that she has by gently pulling back the hair, and everything I'm doing now is very gentle and airy to preserve as much of this volume that the curls give as possible. So I'm going to very carefully and gently twist this hair back and pin it down there with a couple of bobby pins here and there. And I'm going to do that on the back of my hair as well. And any curls that are left, I'm just going to leave there because I think this looks pretty nice, and her hair, when you look from the side and from the back, is just a huge mass of curls. So I think this looks simulated pretty nicely. So then all there's left to do is just a lot of going back with bobby pins and adjusting things and tweaking it here and there until you get the perfect look. And don't be afraid to use a lot of bobby pins. I used loads and loads and loads. So of course we cannot go Edwardian without making a beautiful hat. So I just took this hat that I have, I got this at H&M I believe, and I pinned a bunch of kind of like romantic hair accessories that I had to it. So I have a couple of fake flowers and I have a little bow here, and this is pretty much to make it look more like an Edwardian hat, because the hats that Lily Elsie is wearing in photos are usually very beautifully adorned with lots of flowers and feathers and stuff like that. So just kind of trying to simulate that look, and then just place it on your hair kind of towards the back of your head, and of course lopsided, always lopsided. That was just what was done back then. And then of course you can wear an Edwardian era dress or just something lacy, flowy, kind of light materials were worn back then, and some pearls, and your Lily Elsie look is done. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I really like this look. I think it's very flattering. So I want to thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe for more Beauty Beacons videos. And speaking of more Beauty Beacons videos, don't forget to leave your requests for historical beauty icons that you would like me to recreate in the comments below. So I will see you very soon in my next video, guys.